Heidi ho. Hope if you're seeing this, you're doing well. Yesterday I was able to, you know, get some of, oops. Um, Start messing around with validity contract that I have. So right now, this code, we, uh, we call create game, right? Right? Okay, so we have this three times. One of them is this. Alright, so this calls create game, right? So we need to, that's fine because this create game has no parameters, but join game has parameters, and it has to be a game ID, right? So join game, I think this actually works. I think I've started games and place ships is one though that has two parameters, and in my code, so right here is where the to do is. Make place ships viable. Here we go. Right here, we need a encrypted board and the game ID, right? So the game ID actually we can get from the same place that this gets. Oh, it's game ID. Right. That's game ID equals. The place ships here has current game ID, but where does it even get current game ID from? Current game ID. Interesting. So current game ID to the current game ID needs to be fetched from the game ID of input. So it's basically or basically. All right. And we have this permit here. That's good. So when it calls an encrypted board, be a Phoenix client.encrypt1. So let's just go ahead and equals Phoenix client dot encrypt one. Why is it? Oh, I see. So the board make sure retrieval of the board info is done properly. I think we need and I also think the whole thing needs to be encrypted ints, not just the ones. I think what it's doing is it's like saying, oh, we're gonna fill it with 0, and then if there's a match, we're gonna be like, oh, it's an encrypted 1. Not sure like how to do, and not sure what the proper call data format is. It's a tough call data format. Okay, so I don't think we want to do this anymore because the encrypted board so oops. So game state, we try to current game status. Yeah. Update. And if we update this in current state. Board visualization, visually labeled, visually distinct, ship placement, simple, automatic ship placement. Okay. Yeah, that works fine. We don't have, yeah, that makes sense. Turn-based gameplay. Shots to be fired once the player's turn. Shot firing, players cannot click when it's opponent's. Okay, let's just take a look at all this. Because it's not something I can just copy paste, right? So what I need to do is join game, place ships. Is it the same HTML? Probably not. your existing JavaScript code here. Okay, so I need to, I guess I just need to separate the, excuse me. I need to separate out the JavaScript here. So all these are the same. Does this do, okay. All right. Instead of this div, delete this, and we instead do from this div all the way up here, copy that, and boom. All right. So we're now only using this style. I don't know. Maybe I didn't like the old style for some reason. And so then, all right, now we're scroll down. The other half, add a game state object at these things, right? Add these things. It's game state and dry. Okay, make game. Make game. Okay, wait. What the heck? Okay. My existing JavaScript code, following modification. Game state, update UI, right? And I have some existing functions to change as well. So I go out of here where the JavaScript is. And I think those are all async functions, so I can probably initialize them like right here. Oh, they're just regular old functions. Okay. But regardless, what we'll do is create game. Create game, join game, place ships. Create game. Go in here, say create game, join game, place ships. Fire shot? Is fire shot the same? No, fire shot's not the same in the event listeners. Alright, so we're stopping update boards. We already have update boards, so we're gonna go with a delete. All the way up to maybe create game, where all the way down to the create game. See what it looks like. Of course, the auth fails. That's classic. Classic auth failing on. I just need to get my hands dirty. So we're back to here. Back to things just working. Yeah. All right. Place ships. What actually happens? Okay. Let me just do like place ships, right? What actually happens? Like nothing gets thrown, right? If I say create game 10. All right, and then now I need to have another account sign in. I'm tired of doing that, so I've got to set up my own thing at Remix. I'm just going to do a different contract. Just want to interact with it in Remix. It probably will be in this literally some. Yeah. Right. I can just go in here and honestly Scott. Alright. I can go in here, not create a game. And then I can go in here, first page, log in. I can say join game, and it works, right? But then I can do place ships, cannot read. So where is this being logged, I wonder? Place ships, like how is this error message working, right? I'm getting this error, 2 hex string, right? But do I have even 2 hex? I don't have that anywhere. So make sure to, all right, so place ships. What we want to do is say board cells. So we fill, basically this establishes the board and fills it with zeros, right? And then the second point is where if right, so this is the board object, right? But we need to have a fetch board from the UI info function call right here. So just help me modify. I just want help the place ships function, right? That's what I'm gonna say. Because if I was gonna call place ships in this, it wouldn't really work. Like I have this tuple, right? So really, technically, it should be an array of units, right? It's an array of encrypted units. It's a weird set of call data. It's just so I'm just gonna go in here and this is a lot bigger of a place ships function, right? I mean, look at this. That's so much bigger. And it's inside of function get board from UI, right? So I wonder if it even will compile, right? Okay, interesting. So create a game right here. I can join a game from Remix. What is the game ID? 1. And so what if I do 2? Yeah. All right. Now that has confirmed. You can go here. Say game ID 2. and say, like ships, internal JSON RPC error. Where is this error coming from? Catch error. It is showing it to me. Internal JSON RPC error would be something that you would get if you're if the call data was wrong in some way. Which is probably still the case. I run it and I get internal JSON RPC error. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is just a tough thing to have as your call data. EU 100. By the way, does this still compile if you specify the exact number of board cells? Like if you specify the exact number of ships. Again. Okay. I don't kind of editors this doesn't have to pop up right away. We still compile. Interesting. Okay. Like it'd be nice if you to call it. Let me look in the Phoenix.js GitHub because that's what I've been doing. Technically, the data that's fetching should be to display, should be in this unseal thing. You need to use encrypt functions synchronously, either top level component and a hook. You may want to use Phoenix client sync. I'm not doing that, but resync share. Okay, wait. Obviously, well, in a hook. Other than the async sync. Security zones. What is it he's talking about? So I just want to see the docs actually. Autocorrect. Encryption. Yeah. So do I have a endpoint? I do. Right. All right. Cool. equals FHE. It's interesting that this is like as FHE dot as EU in 8. Interesting. Okay, because it kind of implies that it's not already. But specify the type of we want to create. This should match. Okay. Then you can use the create client. We have encrypted uint 8 in this. I don't think that we do. Yeah, we don't. So where's that constant start that is like all the stuff? Const. Import the Phoenix client. When do we do those imports? We're just not doing those Phoenix imports? How's anything going on? If that's the case. Import. What? How are we not doing any of this? Are we not? All right, 56. From the freaking import Phoenix from I thought they had like a CDN or something. I think they do. Import. Like they have them here. Phoenix.esm.med.js. It's similar. Actually have one right here. Dot slash. Oops. Dot slash. I think it's dot slash. Yeah, like Ethers is. It's Phoenix.esm.js. For sure. What about the UMD? Give the UMD over. Let's try them both. New file. Next. Okay. Then we do just a simple. Oh, there's a min.js as well. Do I want esm.min? Maybe that's what I want. Oh, I can't get that. assume this one doesn't work either. One line. Okay. All right, copy the raw file. Phoenix dot. All right, and then let's see if this works. Phoenix dot MD JS. And, not for export, maybe encrypted type. Isn't that kind of your whole job, is to do it with like this? Swear it has a CDN. Oh, build documentation. Docs. Okay. Yeah. PHP. You can also install from a CDN. Okay, import Phoenix.js from, excuse me. Requested module does not provide an export encrypted type. So this thing encrypted type is the one giving me a problem. It's not the other ones, which is interesting. Because this would say that we need to encrypted type, encrypted uint8, right? First, initialize the letter, then you can use the created client to encrypt. So what if I just did first initialize the library? And this is the part that I'm not understanding. Not open to the FM. Oh, never mind. All right. Modifier code. Okay. Browser provider. Hmm. Hmm. this code and this place where I want to put the code, which I could see like this whole thing. Alright, alright, so all this stuff is the same. Except add this line to include this. The addition of Phoenix.js. Okay. But then also import ethers dot slash no board size, button logged in, getting container, all this, take the sign, await on login, okay, async on login, right? On login thing is button logged in. Alright. This might not be anything different, but there it is. Okay. Alright. And then our code remains unchanged. Still in place ships. We encrypt the entire board. Generate random board, return board. What is this thing actually called? Generate random board, encrypted board equals. Alright. Board.map. Interesting. See if encrypted, whatever, alright. The rest of the code remains unchanged. And that's, no, alright. What does this do? Works, failed to initialize with the network FHE enabled. Error while requesting network public key or provider. Huh. So that's the problem I was having yesterday. Cloud doesn't know what that means. I feel like I was able to get over it somehow. By refreshing the page yesterday was one way I was able to do it. Seems I've done it again. So game ID 1, place ships. Internal JSON RPC error. See if I can call so I'm just like this, and I'm like, oh, paid. I'll get a JSON RPC error, right? Invalid argument. JSON RPC. Okay. Shouldn't be able to join a game twice, right? If I create a game, I should not be able to join the game, right? Let's see if I create a game here. Am I subsequently able to join that game? That would be like 6. I'm going to try to join 6. Okay. We don't have a game player 2 equals address 0. What the heck? Join games. Game page player 2 equals address 0. Cannot join your own game. Okay, so I can join a game that doesn't exist. Right? What? Oh. Wait, join game. I can join into. Back. Alright, to do. It seems glitchy because the game state waiting should solve this thing anyway. Um, hmm. I really don't know what to do about that. That's weird. I can join any game, right? It just requires that the game state equals right. This is like, oh, this is 0, right? Game state is in it. It actually changes the game.player 2, right? Yeah, equals message at sender. So these require statements just don't even seem like they're working. That's weird. Games. If I try to join a game like 2, game's already full. So that one's already working. Game.state equals game state dot waiting. What the heck? State should be like null or something. I don't know. I guess maybe it defaults to the first one. Let's take a look and make sure that what we're actually trying to send makes sense here. Encrypted board. Wonder if the problem is with game ID or encrypted board. Do I need to wait? Okay, let's wait. Promise. Okay. Let's see if we can console.log encrypted board here. It's ID debug in JavaScript. Console.log. Good old console.log. And it seems like maybe that's And that's good to know that our error is here. Assume generate random board is working. Generate log board. So, oh wait, I didn't even run this one. Spaceships. Internal JSON RPC. Didn't load. Okay. Anyway, spaceships. Internal JSON RPC. Uint array. Uint array. What in the world? Alright, so encrypted board equals client.encrypt. So the board you get a board. Right, we're satisfied with our board. Then we create a map that promises all encrypt uint date cell value. What the heck is cell value here? All right, so let's see. I get a JSON RPC. I wanted to save this whole prompt. I suppose I did kind of make a assumption that that create a game with ID 6. So that means I think I want to join ID 6. Game's already full. What else? 7. Alright. And can I call? Like, let's try to run price chips. Let's see what happens. Invalid arguments. Okay, that's different than JSON RPC. So then, what if I try to just run place ships? It does the encryption. Then we get the JSON RPC error. Um, okay. Well, fetch the current EMID. Okay. Previous code remains the same, but we also have to do this try thing for oops. Let's just try to run this. How about it? Great game. So let's try to run this. Oh, okay. It's very full. Yeah, okay. Play ships. I don't think it's going to be any valuable information, frankly. Alright, let's analyze custom solution. I just think that this is just not a great maybe we just need to do okay, you know what? We're just gonna completely rethink how we do um the place ships because we could do a generation in there. I think that that's just too complicated of a thing to try to do. Like it's just an array of 100 encrypted ints in UN8. Could be that it's like the in what if it's in UNs? What if it's just that? That not a type? UN. Okay. Maybe I need to discover or build or something. Getting started. So it's just like, what do we contract? Getting started. Okay. For concept, we have EUNs and encrypted unsigned imagers. EUNs. Okay. But there's represents an encrypted unsigned is current supported types are this. Okay. Are we sure it's not an issue? Figures. Now quickly using encrypt uint 8, creating uint 8. So what am I doing right here when I do client.encrypt, right? Change this back. Phoenix client.encrypt. Encrypt uint 8, right? We are specifically doing that, so uint 8. Okay, so you would assume that all of these things are encrypted uint 8. But it does say uint 8 array, which is interesting. Encrypted unsigned integers. Type used for passing encrypted value as function arguments. Wait a minute. Used for encrypted variables within smart contracts. Wait a minute. In equal. Wait a minute. Encrypted unsigned integers. What is an enuint versus an encrypted input? Exception used for passing encrypted values as function format. Right. As enuint. Uint 8. Interesting. Just says uint 8. Yeah, let's go to the uint 8. Okay. All right. Number. Lower level type specific. Encrypt uint 8 does use that function, right? Encrypt uint 8, so you're inputting number. Return values will be of the encrypt function will be of the type encrypted uint 8, encrypted uint 4, depending on the type you specify. All right. So the encrypted side, but it's actually pretty simple. It's just that. Okay. Types exist in order to make our use the data field correctly. Okay. What are permits for? Signed. Permitted. Suppose so. What is the one that I need to have the permit for? Great game, join game, place ships, fire shot, hit shipboard, only sender, perm. Right? Can we call this get shipboard? Are we even trying to call this? Control C. Are we even trying to call this in this JavaScript at this point? Get shipboard. Is this working? Console.log. Update boards. Player board. Update boards. Fire shot. Only when it's fire shot. It doesn't do it in the init. Initialize boards. Huh. Let's try to update boards. Let's try to call this inside of the init. See if we get an error. Maybe we should do it at the end of the init. Alright, don't know what to do about that. Update boards. Let's just try to call the function on its own. Get player board. Get shipboard. Copy. In the init. Or after the init, huh? The contract address. See if we get errors. Valid missing provider. You can't really get a board. You can't even set the board. Okay, well, please check the following. No. The input type is it's an input uint, not an euint. Uh, and what about issue? It seems a player can join their own game. Let's see how that's possible. Well, it certainly. Wait, so I need to create a NUINT input? Wait a minute. Was that the problem? I was doing encrypt uint 8, but I was calling. But inside of Phoenix.js, encrypting to encrypt your inputs before sending to the Phoenix blockchain. When we perform encryption, we specify the type EUINT we want to create. This should match the expected type in the Solidity contract we are working with. What? Encrypted uint. Wait, so I just don't understand this page in the documentation. Okay. Because when I was looking at this, right, the whole deal is like I have these. What's it? Encrypted variable or type. So you can do math on encrypted values. That's cool. That's weird. Okay. When you encrypt data from the client code, you don't need functions like encrypted UN. This returns an encrypted UN object to the wrapper around the encrypted data. Right? Encrypted UN, the type token is easier handling of encrypted data. Then you use the NUINT type with input concerning accepted encrypted data. Inside the smart contract, encrypted values are typically stored and manipulated as what? Client encrypts the number. The encrypted unit, send the contract. Encrypted unit is passed as contract receives NUINT as EUINT 8 for internal use. Okay, wait. Okay, but if it's the parameter is and okay. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. I swear I'm tripping out now. Okay. If the parameter is an NUINT and the function JavaScript function I have now is formatting the board as EUINTs, as encrypted UINTs, right? It's so the Phoenix.js is encrypted integer, right? EUINT, right? Because wait, let me go back to that documentation, docs, get started, environment, right? NUINT, right? EUINT, right? I have a problem. NUINT. Okay, if the parameter is an NEUINT, the document function I have as an EUINT, then I have a problem. Okay. Okay, encrypted dot data. What? Data properties, the structure, encrypted for what? Huh? We're still using. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but if it does, I'll be very happy. Now we have good. A constant encrypted board equals this thing. Log in. 5 spaceships. Internal JSON RPC here, unfortunately. How does that work? You're changing the type somehow? right? Even 8, alright. I don't know for a fact, but make sure I can't join. Game created, I'm gonna join. My game, oh shit. Okay. Internal JSON RPC error. Whether trends first for match solidity contract. If for return step up. Unnecessary. Very simplified. What the? Okay. NEUN8 is the input type. So can I what I'm doing encrypted UN8, right? Yeah, 16 or whatever. The problem is it's not the type. Encrypted UN8, right? The type used for passing encrypted as it's a format which encrypted its input into a smart contract that processes the currently supported NUN8 pass typed encrypted values as function arguments. I'm gonna have to just ask the people in the chat, okay? Because I don't think that Claude understands what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I don't think Claude understands the encrypt UNT8, right? But the type is wrong. That's the only thing I can think of that would be causing the error. Obviously the other thing's working, so it's not like it's the and I'm not getting these errors, which is weird though. Like it seems like it might be, you know, the JSON RPC could be these types are enabled type checking when interactive, which make it easier to work with data. Well, can I use a regular event as a input in a function? No, it doesn't seem identifier. I guess maybe it'd be an E event. Huh. All right, I'm not going to do any more work until I know for a fact that it's not the problem. Um, all right. Okay.